fans, Guthrie Trapp here, coming to you from my house here in East Nashville, Tennessee. Gonna do another little video here as promised, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not gonna try to tell you that I'm gonna be able to do that at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m. It's just gonna be sometime before midnight on those 3 days. That's as close as I can get as far as a schedule. But thank you guys so much for sticking with me and subscribing and commenting. I mean, all this stuff has helped so much. I feel like I'm really close to being able to unlock some serious doors here as far as with my my approach to teaching and what I'm learning about what works and what doesn't and all this kind of stuff. Still finding ways to really try to unlock these secrets and some of these concepts that take some time to work through and really figure out what works. So this one is going to be called the importance of left hand position, which is huge. I've been noticing this more and more and more as I teach. Leading off with the right fingers is a big deal. And I'm going to get in that in just a second. Wanted to say, I got to say this. Check out the links below. I know you hear that on YouTube all the time. I've got a website. I've got music out there, 2 records that I did. The Artist Works curriculum, which is amazing. If you want to dig deeper into these little teaser videos that I'm doing, of course, they're designed to attract attention to all the things that I do to make a living in the music industry. My private Skype lessons, the Artist Works, the music that I release, all this different stuff. Got a really exciting thing going on that I'll tell you about. About to start doing some promotion for this thing that I'm doing in March of 2020. I got invited to go to South Africa and do a resort safari, 6 days and 7 nights guitar clinic, 4 hours a day of workshops and 2 safaris, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. It's going to be just north of Johannesburg, South Africa, at this amazing place called the Black Rhino Safari Lodge. Anyway, it's going to be me and a bunch of other great teachers there. They've had great teachers in the past, guys like Tommy Emmanuel, Keb Mo, Tony Trishka, these kind of different people. Fantastic thing. I'm really looking forward to that. There's going to be a lot of information that's coming out on my Instagram and Facebook and all that kind of stuff coming up soon. It's going to be an amazing experience, once of a lifetime. Taking my mom and dad with me to that too. So just really something cool coming up. And then, touring with Oates this winter and just continuing to rock on here with the music industry. Can't wait to go see Mark Knopfler in LA on the 22nd. And hopefully I'll get to meet him at some point. That would be amazing. And just rocking on. But again, thanks so much and for listening to my spiel. And then now we'll get into some music. So here's kind of the thing with the hand position. So if I'm playing in G and I'm playing this, well, let's just say this big bar chord, the E-shaped bar chord. I could be in G, it could be any key. We're going to do G. Here's my shape. Well, if I use the right finger, if I start my scale on, or my pentatonic, or my arpeggio, and I start with my second finger, my ring, my middle finger, and I start that on G, that puts me in position to be able to play the scale and hardly move my hand position at all. So if you're jumping around the fingerboard trying to stretch to get somewhere, chances are it's going to be a lot closer on a different string or something like that. If you start really having to stretch, man, chances are it's going to be somewhere right in these positions. That's, again, the beauty of the cage system. So with this, watch, I'm going to play right out of this G shape. My hand out of that position. So that's the beauty of that. And then, so like, watch, when I go to the C position, I'll play a D chord. When I go to the C position, same thing. I'm right in that position. So when you're hunting around for the notes because you're in the wrong position or you're trying to figure out where to go, more than likely, if you just drop, if you're in that right position, you just drop your finger down and the note's going to be right there. So this is a big deal. This is huge, and I'll get into some other stuff why in a minute. But let's go to the pentatonic shape. This one that we all used, right? This one. Just that straight up pentatonic. If I play the major pentatonic in G, and I start with my first finger on the G note, and I just drop this down. If I stay in this position, and I just drop my ring finger right down, it's going to be on the right note. It's going to be a whole step above that G note. So I'm going to go ring finger. Well, first of all, I'm going to go first finger, ring finger, and then I'm going to slide with my ring finger up. And then my first finger is going to drop right down there to that next note. We're staying in this pentatonic box for right now. So, so again, first finger, third finger, ring finger, slide up with the ring finger. And this is crucial because what that does is when I slide up with this ring finger, it now puts these fingers down here in line to do this. If I slide up, if I play this, well then I'm set up to play here in this shape, not this shape where I need to be. So see, if I slide up with my ring finger or my little finger, it's putting these fingers in this position back here that I need to go up the fingerboard. If I slide up with my first finger or my middle finger, it's putting more of the fingers in this position up, going up this way. Might be a little confusing to you, but I'm going to show you that in just a second. So again, first finger on the G, drop right down ring finger, sliding up. Now I'm ready to drop that first finger down on the A string, 5th fret. Now the ring finger, now the first finger, now the ring finger, now slide again. Because watch here, we've done the slide on the from the 1, 2 to the major third, sliding up, and then we go 5, 6, 1 again. So now we've gone. Now we're ready to do that again on our next octave. So first finger, ring finger, slide. Now we're in the C position, G shape. So sliding from the first, or starting from the first finger, ring, slide. Guess what? First finger dropping right down to the G string, ring finger. Now we're going to swap because the way the guitar's tuned, we're going to have to jump down to the B string. We're going to hit that tonic, that G, with my first finger because now we're set up to do that same box, same pentatonic box again right here. So so again, the whole thing. Now we're on the 1. Now watch. Ring finger, slide, first finger, ring finger, and if you want to go all the way up, slide up 3 frets to the 15th fret, the G string, or the G note on the E string. That takes you all the way up. And then coming back down, ring finger, first finger, sliding with that first finger back now. Because now that puts us in the right position. Now I'm going to skip to my ring finger. First finger back. First finger ending on that, on the big G bar chord. Right? Okay. So I'm not going to get into that too deep, but that's it. I'm just not going to slow that down and go note for note or anything. That's the idea, and you see why the hand position is important. Now I'm going to go to the minor pentatonic, and I'm going to start on G, but I'm going to start now with my ring finger. And what that does is that puts my first finger right into that B flat, which is my flat 3, which is going to put me right into the minor pentatonic. So here we go. Ring finger, first finger, ring finger, slide, first finger drops down to F, G, first finger, B flat, third finger, ring finger, 5th fret G string, slide. So again, first finger on F, B string, 6th fret, hammering right down to that G with my ring finger. So again, and then here we're at F, G with my 3rd finger. So that, with my 3rd finger sliding up, back, first finger, landing right on that 1. So you can see the hand position is huge. And if you just drop those fingers down where the chord, it's all about the chord shape too again, because that's your scale. If I'm playing out of the D shape, watch how close. C shape. A shape. Hardly have to move my hand. G shape up on the 12th fret and 15th fret. Right, it's right there under your fingers. So that's a huge thing. Now watch, if I'm, and it's the scale is the way to practice it, because that really shows you right into that shape. And it takes the guesswork out of it, because when you drop those fingers down, if you're in the right position, it's right under the chord shapes and the scale shapes are right under your fingers. But if I was to try to slide up, with my first finger, up to that, it doesn't put your fingers in the right spot. So if I was to go, instead of doing this, if I went, that puts me in a whole different key. It's just wrong, totally wrong. So, so that's a good thing to check out. So here's the other thing. Now getting more advanced, and I'm gonna play some stuff here that's a little bit more advanced, but I just want to show you the example. So if I'm playing in G, and I start and I go, I'm leading with that first finger. So right there, I'm playing out of the A shape. So I'm sliding down with that. I'm staying in these positions to put myself in position to be able to work up and down the fingerboard. And that directly is related to being able to play fast. So if I'm, flying around the fingerboard and I need to be able to be really efficient and not jump around all over the place, I'm really staying in these positions. It all just goes in with these fundamentals that you have to know. So if I'm doing something like that, right? I'm staying right in position. Right there. I'm sliding with my first finger, and that puts me, I'm heading down, right? right there. I'm sliding with that ring finger, which puts me right in the right position. You know, right there. Let's see. Okay, right there. That's a good example. Right. Okay. So right there, I'm gonna slide up to that major third with my first finger. That's gonna put these fingers in this position where I need to be. So what that does is that gets me from my C shape to my A shape. So again, and I'm not expecting you to play these licks. It's just, I just want you to see how efficient this is when you start really, you know, using the right fingers to get from point A to point B. And it all comes from the cage system and keeping your fingers in the right chord shape, corresponding scale, arpeggio, pentatonic, and all that stuff. Just letting those fingers fall right into the chord shape. So again, coming out of that, there's the first finger shift. Right to that shape. So right there. So I'm ending on that first finger. Now my ring finger is set to go major third, and then my first finger is going to be able to drop right into the G shape. So there it is. It's all right there. So watch this, going down from the, let's check this lick out in C. Here's one of my favorite licks. I just want to have a little bit more fingerboard to work with. But so this lick. One more time. Okay, that's great. A lot of shifting going on there. So watch, bending up to the, playing out of this C shape. So I'm gonna do a little bend here. So right there, I'm making sure that since I'm heading down in this direction, I'm going to be leading with my first finger because that puts everything I need. It puts these fingers in position to work down the fingerboard. So right here, watch this shift. I'm going down to my flat 7. Like I said, don't worry about the licks. I'm strictly wanting you to see the hand movement go down. I know this is over some people's heads. But that's later. But this is just to see the hand moving down. So I'm still in this shape. That just shifted from, I'm shifting from C shape to the D shape to the E shape. So watch here. Right there, I'm shifting to the D shape. One more time. As soon as I do that, I'm shifting now into the E shape. Into that G shape. So all the way down. So So that's a pretty quick run through of that, but I just want to show you, like, man, really, I'll give you another little example of just some free form improvising here, but watch my hand, how I'm shifting between those shapes, and it just, those fundamentals, man, you cannot do anything without them. So here, let's just take A, and I'll go through some playing out of the hand position, you know. Right, okay, so, you know, that's a lot of playing and a lot of notes and a lot of movement and a lot of stuff. But in order to be able to do that, you have to have this cage system and these fundamentals that I'm showing you, like hand position and stuff that we're talking about. Okay, that's enough of that. If you want to dig deeper, of course, I got to say it, private lessons have been going great. These guys are digging it. I'm getting some great testimonials, and they always come with a video that you can reference on at your own pace for a year if you want, or however long you want to do. Artist Works is great. A lot of guys have been signing up for that. I thank you for that. And just, you know, all the great things to come. I feel like I'm just getting started at 40 years old, and there's a lot of good stuff to come. Really, really, really exciting time. So thanks a lot for that. I want to say that I've been checking out this book. My mom bought me this book because she knows I'm a big fan. I love this guy. Anthony Bourdain was a hero of mine as well. Just his sense of adventure and you know, love of life and the food and the traveling and all that stuff. I mean, you know, so many parallels to music. But this book, Kitchen Confidential, was the one that made him famous. I'm about approaching halfway through on this thing. But man, so many parallels to music in this. It's incredible. I mean, I can't put this book down because it's like, you know, it's so incredible. The parallels between music and the food industry and the cooking and that art form are really incredible. And I will say that if you want to get an inside look at what the music business is like behind the scenes, the nightlife, the whole thing, this is a pretty good description of what that's like, coming from, you know, a lot of, like I said, just a lot of similarities there. So anyway, check that out if you feel like it. Thanks a lot, friends. I'm going to sign off on this Wednesday evening, and look forward to seeing you real soon. Thanks a lot. All right, bye.